I'm going to be doing an experiment on myself on how to finally stop being late. Then I'll tell you what I discovered so you could become that attractive and productive person that never shows up late. Now, this video is divided into 4 different sections, so make sure you watch them in order. Section 1, I'll be explaining exactly what I'm going to do. Section 2, why I'm even doing it in the first place. Section 3, I want to give you my theory on why I think black people are usually synonymous with being late. And then section 4 is just the conclusion and just me wrapping it up. So let's get straight into it. Let's begin with section 1. So every day I go to work, I'm going to be taking a screenshot of my ETA through Apple Maps. And I'll do this for an entire month. Because as it stands, my ability to be punctual is just piss poor. I usually show up on time, never really show up early. Most of the time, though, I end up clocking in about 2 to 3 minutes later than what I should be clocking in at. And I think the latest I ever showed up to work was about 17 minutes, either 17 or 23. I don't remember which. Usually what happens is I pull up to work, I park my car, then I just fucking speed walk my way into work because I'm always on time, never early. And I think the reason I'm always late is because I just never prioritize it. Because I was just never taught to prioritize it. And for most people watching this video, you were never really taught the importance either. Because here, it's just a theory, but I think if you're white, usually you get that importance drilled into you from a young age. And not just if you're white, but if you grow up with an active father figure in the house, then usually you get that, you get that lesson. Son, you need to show up to work on time. You need to be early. You always want to be punctual. Then you get that lesson drilled into you. Like I said, it's just a theory, but let me ask you a question. What race is synonymous with being late? Black people. And what race is synonymous, what race has the highest amount of absentee fathers? Again, black people. I don't think these things are separate. And to explain my theory a little better, let's create 2 characters, Jake and Taekwon. Ever since Jake was a child, whenever it was time to go out as a family, Jake's dad would always stress the importance of being early. He would hear his father yelling at him and his siblings while they were getting ready. He would hear some shit like, "If I was always this late to work, we would never live in the house this nice. You hear what I'm saying?" Shit like that. You see, Jake's dad graduated college and got himself a nice, cozy fucking white-collar job when he was younger. And he realized the hard way that if he kept showing up to work late, he was going to be out of a job. So what does he do? He swore to make a change. He starts showing up to work an hour early. And then his boss notices. And then he begins to pride himself on being an hour early. And then he gets a promotion. And then all this good fucking butterfly effect shit starts to happen. And now, Jake's dad, he just identifies as a person that's always early. Now it's a trait of his. It's a habit. So, Jake finally gets his first job at 16 years old. And his dad makes sure he's always an hour early. Taekwon wasn't so lucky. Taekwon grew up with a single mother. No dad around, so he never really got the importance of being early as Jake did. Whenever it was time for a family outing, Taekwon's mom would spend hours in the bathroom taking a nice long shower, fixing her hair, putting on makeup, and as a result, Taekwon's family was always just a little bit late to the function. Taekwon turned 16, gets his first job, and instead of it being a job, instead of it being a white office, white collar job that you would do anything to keep, he gets a dead-end job at McDonald's. And so as a result, he doesn't feel the need to go above and beyond to keep his job. And so because of that, he's never early. He never learns the importance of it. Even if he gets fired, he could always go get another fucking menial job, right? And so Taekwon spends his life doing menial labor, shit jobs, dead-end jobs, whatever, fuck. But then one day, Taekwon he gets a girl pregnant. Womp womp, dreams deferred. So he gets a girl pregnant, and because he's not in a position in life to take care of a child, he also does what his dad did to him. He becomes a deadbeat. And then the cycle continues. Now, like I said, it's just a theory. This cannot explain cultural values and whatever like that. But you see what I'm trying to say. So in conclusion, I think being early is a matter of priority and self-identity. If I'm able to prioritize being early and I make it a part of my self-identity, then I should be able to change this bad habit of mine. So the goal I'm aiming for is to leave the house an hour early. The commute is about 25 to 30 minutes, so I should be showing up to work 30 minutes earlier. This experiment will take place over a month. So even though I never usually say this, but if you would like to see the results of this experiment, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And in a month, I promise the results will be up.